Hi, welcome to Encouragement for Today. I'm Pastor Emily. Today, I want us to consider the question, how can we prepare our hearts to celebrate the birth of Christ this weekend? I was having trouble getting into the Christmas spirit. I wanted to be there, but I really wasn't until Monday. My husband Rick and I went down to the Pan American Institute in Tijuana to help the staff assemble and pass out their annual Christmas food baskets. This food is very helpful for families because students typically get food during the school day, and so during the Christmas break, it can be harder on families to feed everyone who is suddenly home. So anyway, we were there to help with these baskets, and before we went, the president had told me there was a new family connected to the school. They had to flee for their safety, and they arrived in Tijuana with just the clothes on their back. Laura said that the school had helped them pay for school uniforms and was trying to connect them with support as best they could. As we were passing out the food baskets and taking photos for the families, I wasn't thinking about that new family. I wasn't watching for them. It just wasn't on my radar anymore. And after one of the families had their photo taken, I noticed that the president pulled them aside and gave them an envelope that was from a sponsor. I didn't know what was being said because I don't speak Spanish, but my husband Rick and I could feel the tone of the room totally change. I saw the mother's face respond with shock and gratitude, and I watched as her eyes welled with tears. I watched as the two older children were also overcome with emotion, and I had chills. I felt myself welling up and tearing up, and I looked at Rick, and he was too. Neither of us again knew what was happening, but we could feel that there was a deep amount of gratitude and love and emotion in the room. The president told me after they left that she had given them an envelope from a sponsor. He or she had provided $20 per child so that they could have something for Christmas. And after hearing that, I was also overwhelmed by how much that meant to this mother. It was overwhelming, and I felt like I was on holy ground. I felt like I was witnessing what it means to share the love of God and to remember that we're connected to each other. We're part of a larger body. It's not just about us. So this morning, as I was driving to work, I was thinking about that, and I thought about how John the Baptist in the Bible came to prepare people to receive Jesus. And he preached about repentance. When you look at what that really means, he's asking people to turn their life around and to turn their hearts towards justice and towards mercy. When the people say, like, John, what should we do? The first thing he says in Luke chapter 3 is, if you have 2 tunics, give one to somebody in need. And he tells people who are in positions of power, live with justice. These things are the things that prepare our heart to welcome Jesus. And so I thought, it makes sense that being able to witness how others were reaching outside of themselves and loving and giving of their time. Like the entire staff at the school, they were donating their time. They weren't paid to be there. Watching this generosity and love meet needs in very, very important ways, it prepared my heart to celebrate Christmas. And I hope we can continue to ask ourselves in the coming days, how can I prepare my heart to welcome Jesus and to celebrate his birthday? We hope to see you this weekend. You're welcome to join us at 7:30 on Saturday for our Christmas Eve candlelight service, or on Sunday morning at 10:45 a.m. We hope that you'll come and celebrate with us. We'll talk to you soon.